Have you ever wanted to start a business, pay your college tuition, put a down payment on your dream house? Well, stop taking loans and stop using credit cards. The next time that you have to pay a bill, use a Susu. And if you don't know what a Susu is, in this video, I'm gonna explain to you how a Susu works. Some people call a Susu a partner, some people call a Susu a merry-go-round, some people call it a soul. So what is a Susu? A Susu is a rotational savings system, and it originated from West Africa, and it is practiced by Caribbeans and Asian cultures. So how the Susu works is you get a group of people. It's usually family and friends, trusted family and friends. One person organizes it. Everybody sends money to this one person on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis. And then that one person distributes the money to everybody until everybody gets their money. So nobody's gaining and nobody's losing money. Everyone is just getting a lump sum of money. And these distributions, they're called hands. Let's do it with the numbers. So let's say I'm doing a Susu, a soul, a partner, a merry-go-round with 10 hands. And every hand is $1,000. Every person in the Susu in the group has to give $1,000. Everyone Zells, gives cash, Cash Apps, Venmos, one person. That one person collects that $10,000. And then that one person distributes it to each and every person in the group. There's usually a schedule. Everyone will get $9,000, and your hand, your $1,000 will make it $10,000. And you'll do this on a bi-weekly basis. The first person, think of it like an interest-free loan. The last person who gets their money, it'll just be considered like a savings. And then everyone just falls into place. So now imagine, the numbers could be bigger than the numbers that I'm stating. With this method, people are able to pay off their college tuitions, people are able to put a down payment on their house, people are able to buy new cars. Currently right now, I'm in a Susu for $20,000. I'm putting up $2,000 every single month. Imagine, I'm the first person getting the money. So now I just made $20,000. That's an interest-free loan. There's no interest on the money because everybody's putting their money together. So there's no interest, there's no fees, no banking involved. So now, if I wanted to start another business, buy some more vending machines, start a car rental business, pay closing costs on my first real estate property, buy an apartment building, whatever it is, now I have the money to do it without having to go to a bank, without having to go to an establishment, without having to pay any interest. So let's talk about pros and cons. So the pros of having a Susu, it's an interest-free loan system. Nobody's losing money, nobody's really gaining money. It's just your money that you're paying over time. Another pro, it builds a sense of community. You literally watch people pay off their mortgages, buy new cars, pay for their kids' schools, buy new decks, buy whatever they need. In the sense of community, you watch people achieve like their goals, whether it's their saving goals, whether they had a goal to go on vacation, whether they had a goal to start a business. So that's the pros of a Susu. What's the cons of a Susu? The cons of a Susu is you need to find people that you could trust. You need to find a well-trusted group. You need to find people around your circle, people that you know that are going to make the payments. I know a lot of people are going to see this video and be like, yo, Donald, what happens if people don't pay? What happens if this happens? What happens if this happens? People always make excuses when it comes to making money. Let's say you're the organizer of the Susu. You have to find quality people to put in the Susu. You have to vet these people. Usually it's people in your family, right? You have to know if the people have a job. My criteria for the Susu that I'm starting, everyone needs to have a job, or everyone needs to have a streams of income in order to start the Susu. So you don't have to start a big Susu. The Susu could be mad small. So the Susu that I'm starting is $150 a hand, and it gets paid out every 2 weeks. It's for 5 months. So I know that a lot of people could pay that because it's not that much money. $150 every 2 weeks, $75 a week. Most people make $1,000 every 2 weeks. So that's small to them. You start small and you make sure that everyone's paying. Everyone's giving in money. Everyone is trustworthy. And then you go bigger and bigger and bigger as you go. So this Susu I'm doing right now, the payout is $1,350. Your $150 will make it $1,500. So it's a $1,500 Susu, right? After these 5 months pass, I might say, hey, let's bump it up to $2,200 every 2 weeks. And then you just keep going and going and going and going until you get to $10,000, $50,000, $100,000. Also, another con, patience. The bigger the amount of the Susu, the longer it lasts. So the Susu that I'm doing the $20,000 in, it's 10 months. So I need to give $2,000 for 10 months. Your Susu is only as good as the people that are in the Susu. So you want to make sure that the people you trust, people that you know, people are not bad with money, you see people managing their funds. In the Susu, hands doesn't equate to people. So I could take 2 hands of a Susu. Hand just means the payment. So let's say the Susu has 10 hands, right? Let's say 8 people take 1 hand and I take 2 hands. And let's say it's the same $1,000 every 2 weeks. So that's $10,000. Or I'm like the 4th hand and like the 10th hand. So I get paid out twice, but I'm paying double. So instead of paying $1,000 every 2 weeks, I'm paying $2,000 every 2 weeks. Understand that the Susu, you're not gaining money, you're not losing money. You're just pooling money together to make money. The Jewish people do this all the time. Like when I go to these Jewish communities, everybody puts their money together to buy a house. Everybody puts their money together to start the business. You ever walk into a Chinese restaurant and you see the dollar bills on the wall? Like you see like $2 bills, $10 bills, $5 bills. That's a family member or somebody investing into their business. I feel as the black community, community, we need to understand that we need to put our money together in order to create wealth. Imagine you get 10 of your best buddies and you guys start this Susu. Let's say the Susu is a $10,000 Susu, so $1,000 a hand for 10 people, and you make $10,000. That $10,000 you could pay off your credit card. That $10,000 you could start your business. Let's say I'm the first person to get the hand. I'm making $20,000 while still working a job, while still having businesses, while still getting paid from all these different streams of income. So imagine I want to buy a car. Let's say the car is $10,000 and I get into a Susu and I'm able to buy this car, or I'm able to put the money down for a thing. So this is why the Susu is so amazing. Also, get recommendations. Like I'm telling you, if you're the one organizing the Susu, make sure that you're getting reliable sources. Make sure that the people that you're getting, if you don't know them that well, get a reliable source from someone that you trust to vouch for that person. Okay, so I know the biggest question that most people are gonna ask is, Donald, what happens if the person doesn't pay? What happens if this happens? Don't think like that in the beginning. But in the event that that person doesn't pay, the organizer has to step in and cover that cost. What I'm doing is, if I'm the organizer, I'm getting paid first. I'm setting some money aside in the event that somebody doesn't pay. And if somebody doesn't pay, what you do is you cut out that person and you send them on their way. If you're inviting someone to the Susu and they say something like, I don't know if I could do the Susu, I don't know if I could join, I might not have enough money, don't force anybody. Let's say I have a family member, like a trusted friend that I know that has money, but they're like, what happens if I don't get my money? What I do is I let them go early. So I'm like, oh, you could be the second person that gets the hand. You could be the third person that gets the money. Because now when you give them the money, now they're obligated to pay all the money back. So now they're like, oh, I got my money, I'm satisfied. So now I'm gonna make sure that I keep paying to make sure that this Susu keeps on running, right? And remember, as the organizer, you can choose how you wanna do it. So if you wanna do weekly, so it could be faster, you have to see the limitations of everyone around you. If you do it weekly, it'll be faster. But understand that some people don't get paid weekly, so they might not have the money. So let's say we're doing $10,000 and I decided to do $1,000 weekly. 10 people, $1,000 weekly. The Susu is gonna end in about 2 months and like 2 weeks, I think, right? But if you decide, hey, it's gonna be longer, $1,000, 10 people, bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, the Susu is gonna be longer, right? It's gonna be like 5 months for everyone to get their money. You have to understand that in this Susu, you need to have patience. The bigger the amount, the longer it's gonna take you to get your money. There's some people that are so bad at saving because once they get their money, they already spend their money. But imagine, you keep putting money aside, keep putting money aside, keep putting money aside, and you're the last person getting the Susu. And by the time you know it, bang, your $10,000 hit you, or your $20,000 hit you. And then you're able to invest in the stuff that you wanna invest in. Beware of scams, right? Watch out for pyramid schemes designed as Susus. Stuff as like the blessing loom. I know we all played that game during COVID where it was like you have to refer people in order to get your money to fill up the circles. Watch out for those schemes. A Susu, you shouldn't have to refer anybody. This is a group of trusted individuals that you know make money, put money together to invest in whatever, or buy whatever, or pay for whatever that, pay for whatever bills, any expenses, any vacations, any home improvements that they have to pay for. So hopefully this video helps you guys to understand that you don't have to go to banks to get these money. You don't have to use your credit cards to get this money. You can get a group of dedicated individuals putting their money together to invest in your future and to create generational wealth for your family. Hopefully this video hits home. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys didn't know what a Susu, what a soul, what a a merry-go-round was, then hopefully this video helps you. Make sure you share it with a friend so you guys could do it. Let me know if you guys already do this in the comments.